Hello everybody, you were able to join me. I just thought I'd have a quick look at my GWR liveried. I've been working on in the livery editor quite extensively. It took me a few days and I've come up with a GWR liveried GWR liveried 375 which I've got on my GWR scenario. Let's quickly set up. Have a quick look at that. So I've got set up. Why is that not worked? Why not? Oh, I'm already going, look. Ah, right, it was isolated. Oops. Turn around. No, I'm just going to go. I haven't opened the doors or anything, I'm just going to go anyway. Right, let's have a quick look, and there we are. As you can see, I've got two services set up there. The only thing that's missing, which I'm going to add in a minute, is the numbers. I've not put my lights on either, look. But there it is. I really wish I could match the fonts, but it still looks pretty good. I think I've got the green almost right. I've compared it to the 166. It does look pretty good actually. It's going a bit fast, but even down to doing the angles, I've had quite a lot of fun doing it. I've even put the stickers on as well. So yeah, I've quite enjoyed it. So let's speed a little bit. Put the lights on. I haven't got my lights on. Oh, there we go. Put the speed on there. Yeah, so I wanted to try and get this because obviously in the modern scenario there are 387s, but we ain't got the 387. Although the 387 does have some visual differences to the 375 and 377. For the most part, it's the same train. The sort of major difference, and I'll show you, is the windows on the 387. So the 387's windows are individual frames instead, whereas these windows are more like the older turbo style windows. It's like one big sort of, looks like one big chain of glass. So yeah, so this is yeah, I like it. I'm proud of it. Like I say, getting that green was difficult, but yeah, I think I've done well to do that. I'm going to show you it in a minute. I'm just getting the train, so I've got to stop again in a minute. Oh, DRA, yeah, vigilance. But yeah, getting that green and the harder bit was because the problem is that the green main body of the green is quite is very metallic-y, shiny, which you can't really get on the scenario. So if you look at the HST, as we go past it now, you can see, look, how shiny it is. Whereas it's not quite so shiny on the fictitious, your own livery. Oops, too much brake. So when it comes to the matte bit, which is literally the same colour as the bodywork on the traditional livery, you kind of had to create a slightly lighter green to get that matte effect. But we'll take another look now. We've come to a standard. You know what? It's really weird because obviously when you're driving the 166, you're stopping at the 3-car boards, and then you jump into a 4-car train. You're like, oh yeah, I've got to stop at the 4-car boards. And then also the brakes don't want to work. The brakes are so weird on this. But hey ho. So I've got another one there. That's a service that goes express to London. So that'll overtake us at Ealing. But yeah. Oh, things and thumbs at the moment. Let's open them doors. Yeah, so I'm really all things from. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Livie Editor after I finish this service and put the numbers on. So if it's going to be a 387, so I'm going to put the 387 numbers on, and then eventually I will put the vehicle numbers on. I've just got to find out what they are for the vehicle number I'm going to use. I'll find that out tonight when I'm at work, and then I'll finish it off. But yeah, I'm pleased with it. I'm pleased with it. Right, let's get the door shut. Means now we've got a lot more green everything's all the proper colour now, because before with the 377s that running round, obviously the colours didn't look right, did they? I mean, the other option I could try, but that looks a bit more complicated, is the Heathrow Express livery that 387s wear. That could be another option, for sure. That could be a good option to use. So that could be something to look at. I might do it with that fast train. Maybe I might look at doing the Heathrow Express. But let's have fun with this first. I'd like to know your comments if people think this is good or not. If you want to know more how to do this livery, drop me. I'm going to go through. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show my assets and stuff in a minute. But if you want to know a bit more, I can always tell you. It's a shame I can't put a pantograph on to make it look like it was an electric train. But hey, that's unfortunately can't really do that at the moment. But once we can, it'll be much better. I'm hoping I've caught all the trains that I've got. I've got a few trains, 375s in this. I'm hoping I've caught them all. Felt like I hadn't, but I think I have. Just approaching Hamwell. Now that they've sorted out, they've added more arrival and departure on the scenario design, and there's far more scope to do more services, but there's a limit of 20 services. And it's like, oh my god, I could make more now, for sure. But hey. Shame you can't change the interior, that would be good, wouldn't it? But that's... yeah. Let's work on the exterior first. These brakes are really unsure, aren't they? But I've stopped. Here we are again. It's an HST due through in a minute from London. Yeah, so yeah. I've still got not in service on the front, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, I've even got the overhead wire stickers might be a little bit too big. You see, here's the HST coming now. The overhead wire stickers are probably slightly big, but what I'm going to do, I'll show you what I've done and I'll change them. Yeah, also in scenario designer, the unlock counter doesn't work for some reason in the GWR. Oh. Here we go. Go blasting off now towards West Ealing. So that 375 that was stood in so far leaves at 10:10. So I'll watch that go through. While we're stood at Ealing Broadway. Floating PSR board. Brakes. I'm sure they're not as responsive as the 377s, or is it just me? shadows of the trucks going over. That's funny. I need to, oh, change my POS actually. Oh. Look at all those places you go to. I've got London Victoria for a laugh. There you go, London. At least it says London. Close enough. Next stop, Ealing Broadway. Should see a bit of action. I think we've got the 377 that doesn't stop go through. We should have a pair of 166s that are going on the down main go through, and then I think there's 166 that stops as well go through. So I think we're going to get quite busy at Ealing Broadway in a minute. All GWR liveried as well. These brakes, my god. It's almost like they're in... These brakes are shocking. I'm on full service. Ooh. Stop the HST board. Ah, that'll do. It's a good thing I'm only doing this for illustration purposes. There you go. There's me double set Reading, faster Reading. Look at that. And you can see as well, that I think a 166 comes in a minute, so I'll wait for that. Here it is. So we have to see the comparison of the colours here, which is what I really like. Let's try and take a quick picture. I mean, obviously the logo will be different because I can't get the fonts to work. But this should be a pretty good comparison. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad, is it? I think it's... The problem is like the parallelogram, as you can see, is a much darker green, but it's a different finish as well. You see, it's a different finish completely, and that's the problem. So I could work on getting that a bit darker, but it's like, let's have a look. Let's get down to it a minute so I can have a good side by side look. But I think for the most part, the shading colour is actually pretty much bob on. So it's just getting that parallelogram the right colour, isn't it? I'm going to take a quick picture of it while I've got it on. I wish I could get that font. Right, I'm going to go back into the scenario designer in a minute and have a look at this. Just want to get that colour right. But what I do like though is my... Woo! Off it goes. What I do like though is that my parallelogram is nice and sharp, look. Well, this one's a little bit ragged. Yeah. Okay. So that's that done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to go with, now that I've just had a look at that one, I'm happy with the base colour of the train. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to come out of it now, and I'm going to do a little bit of tinkering. Oh. The quality of that don't look very good. No, it looks quite sharp. Interesting. Is it because I mean, can't be because I'm broadcasting. It's normally. Right, okay, so let's go to the livery editor. Let me go to the 375. So let's have a look then. So there it is. So as you can see, I've got my stickers. The only thing I was found hard to control was, you see the yellow floods into the steps, the steppy bits. Well, unfortunately, I had to do that because otherwise the whole front wouldn't have been, the whole gangway doors wouldn't have been yellow. So, these parallelograms. Let's have a look. How do we sort the colours out on that? So let me have a look. Right, so that's the single parallelogram. That's the groups. So let's think about changing that colour. So we want it to be a bit darker, don't we? Let me just grab the picture. Let's grab the picture. I know you can't see the picture, obviously, but at least if I've got it up, I can have a quick look. I've just got it like stacked up on now on my phone. Like I say, I'm looking at the picture now. The colour, I think I've got the base colour pretty much perfect, but that parallelogram is just it's slightly more slanted as well, I've noticed, but I'm not worrying too much about that. I'm more bothered about the colour. So let's try and get it a bit darker. Now that's the outside, the parallelogram is the actual hollow shape is outside. If I get that to kind of match a bit more. Let's try. I don't want it to be too. So that might be a bit better. It's because it's got a matte finish as well. Okay, so let's try that. Maybe opaque it slightly. Maybe if I opaque it slightly. Okay, now let's have a look at the other shapes. Oh yeah, you can't change the colours within the shape, can you? You've got to look at each separate colour. Oh, that's a bit of a bugger. Options. Right, so what I've got to do... Oh, right, okay. This is where it gets a bit more complicated. Because I've grouped the shapes up, so it was easier for me. Because what I did was, this logo is created with a variety of different shapes. Because you can't really get a fill-in parallelogram like that. And then what I did was I grouped it together so it was easier to copy. So let's go into the group, ungroup it, and then try and change the colour. But once you do the one colour, so I've already changed the colour to that. So it's gone a bit darker, hasn't it? Look, for sure. Let's just drop that. Drop that opacity slightly. Okay, let's try that. I don't know if it's making a difference, is it? Let's try the next one. Let's keep doing it until we've kind of got the... It's because it's several different shapes, so it's a lot... It's a subtle... It's a really, really subtle difference. Okay, and there's loads of shapes that interleave with each other. Okay. Let's get to the next one. It's starting to darken up a bit. In fact, right, yeah, it's got to be darker now, isn't it? Yeah, I think I'm getting there with this. It's giving it that slight. Yeah. Yeah, so I might be getting somewhere. Next. The good thing is all these colour palettes save, so if you don't agree with it, you can just change it back. Is that? It does look subtle. Oh balls! I've just moved it. Ugh. Just moved it by accident. There we go. Okay. We've got the other shapes to do. Yep. Change colour. And then drop its opacity slightly. I'm just going to 227. Next one. I mean, technically I've got to do this on every single one, but I'm not going to do it on every single one. I'm just seeing how it works. I think that top one needs a bit more brightening. That's worked. Yeah. And then There's one more at the top, isn't there? Yep, the last one. Yes, I think that's done a bit more of a credible job. Oh, I've moved it again. God, I'm so careful. Yeah, this one on the left hand side seems a little bit too dark, so I might go back to that one and change it. Right, now that I've done that, so we can see the contrasting difference. Look, so you can see there's definitely a stripe through it. It's just slightly different, slightly darker shape. Look, I think that's where we're going to have to go with it. I mean, it's a dark side of the body anyway. This side might have been a bit better to try actually, but I'll mess around with that in a minute. So I think, yeah, I think we're there with that. I'm going to let's go to that. I'll group them back up again in a minute. Shame you can't group them as one colour. So that one, let's just have a look at the colour again. We're doing that one, aren't we? And then we're going to opace it. Oh, yeah. I think we'll get there. 227. And there's another one, isn't there? Like that one. That's the same. Where's that one? It's down there. I've got two of the same shape, haven't I? Look. I'm going to delete one, see what happens. Okay. Ah, that one. That's the one. That's a bit more... maybe it's just where it is. Right. Okay. I think that's what I think we've got there with that. Now, we can make it a bit more slopey. Oh, I've noticed though, because of the transparency, the white line slightly coming through. Not that you'd notice it too much. Now, it was more slanted, wasn't it? But I don't think I'm going to play too much with the slants. I think I'm quite happy with the way it is. I kind of prefer it like this anyway. So, this other layer. Hang on. Let's group those ones together. So, we've got these ones then. So, let's... because then what you can do, you group them all together as one logo, like that, and then when you do the copying, you copy the whole lot as a logo, which is much better, if that makes sense. So what I can do now is, so these are all the different ones I've done. So that's on the end of the vehicle, that one's on that side, that one's on that side. So that one, and that one are the same. So if I go to copy that one, right, but then go, no actually no, I'll delete it, it's not too confusing. So if I delete this one like that, then go to the top one, copy, it's there, go into it, press options, go down to change side, I want it on the left side, yep, it's now put it there, and then what I do is confirm, and then you can move it down like that. Hold R moves the camera if you're on a PlayStation. Oops, I think I buggered the shape up. That's the only problem, it's a bit of a fine art as well. If you go a little bit too overboard, it gets a little bit messy. There we go. Let's do a little bit of adjusting to make sure that it all fits. Of a seems a bit big. I think we're getting there. It's a bit patchy in places, but I'm not worrying too much about it, so I'll put that there. So that's basically the idea. That's how you can do it with the logos. So now we've got that colour that side, we've got the alternative colour I'd use, and then we've got that one that I've just done there, which is my new one. Which looks, because it is quite a big stripe, isn't it, as well? So I might. It is quite a big stripe, isn't it? Yes, I think we've got there. Now, what I'm also going to do is just do numbers. I'll do them all another time. I'm not overly worried at the moment, but what I'll do now is show you the numbers. So I'm going to put some numbers on the front. Layers. Let's add a layer. Text. And what I'm going to do is 3. Confirm. Make it nice and small. Oh, let's put it there. Change the colour on it, which will be black. And then I will put a new one. So I'll copy that. Well, not copy, but you know what I mean. Oh, balls. Don't know why I rotated that. I could always make it look like it's got a bit of character. This is where they're going to be the fine art. It's lining everything up. Oh god. I think it'd be easy with it being a 7. You'd be able to line it up a lot better with a 3. But it's the temperamental. It's because the stick is so temperamental. You know what I mean? Oh, come on. Which was away. That's it. So, change colour. Black. That's that one. Let's put another layer on. Seven. Oh. So I'll just zoom in. This is such a fine art, look. Mind you, it just makes it look realistic that when it's been out of line, amount of times I've looked at trains and all the numbers are out all over the shop. Oh, it was awful that. I'll have to line it up a bit more. Yeah, let's try and... Oh. The 8 looks too big, doesn't it? But I don't know. There you go. That's better, isn't it? Right, next. I'm gonna put, to make it easy, I'm gonna put a few duplicate numbers on. So put that one. Should we go with that? Yeah, let's go with that one. And then I'm going to copy that. Go in. Do another one. I'm going to put 387117. The 8 looks massive, look. But you don't know until you've got everything all set up. Alright. Let's put the 8 a little bit smaller, I think. That's it. And probably the 3 as well. Oh. Such a fine art. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's done. I think we've got that to a T. Now what I can do, group it together like this. Oh. Yeah. Group it. And then apply to other cars. and then we'll go to the other end, and then this car, and there you go. So that's one way of doing it. Them sort of numbers and groups. So so yeah, that's what we can do. So that's how you do that one. So that's nice and easy. So now we've got a number on. Yeah. Yeah, we're done. We've got a number on. All I want to do now is put a vehicle number in. They go in the middle. Let's see if we can find out what they are. And then I'm going to fix the GWR symbols. Well, I'm not going to do that now. No, and then tell you what, no, I won't do much more now. I think I've given you an idea of how to kind of look at this. So this is the ever impressive. So like I say, I'm going to work on finishing the shading off on the rest of the train, because I'm going to change those parallelograms to a darker green. I've already done it on 2 of these on this vehicle, so all I've literally got to do. It's actually, I tell you what, no, it won't take me a minute to do. Let's do it. Let's do it. Layers. Right. Copy to other cars. Yep. Just got to move it over slightly. Yeah, so delete that one. Move that one over. So you literally just do that. So that one. Delete that one. Copy that one. And then go into it. Option. Change sides. There. But it needs to be at the other end. So yep. Yeah. So it'll come down in a minute. There it is. It's minding its own business. There we go. That's that one done. So we've done that one. So next car. This car. Delete that one. Go back down to that one. Move it. Just slide it up. I'll put the W under the window seam, because that's where it sits in between the windows on the 387. Okay. And then what ones have we got? So that one needs replacing as well. So we'll delete that one. And then we'll go copy. Then we go into it. Options. Switch sides. Change sides. To the right. And then again. Let's move it down. You can see, oh, of course I forget about the parallelogram. So I'll use that as a template, so that might be why these look a bit thicker. Now you can see there's loads of holes in it, but that's okay. That's supposed to be like that because that's where the there we go. Perfect. So that's that one done. So let's have a look so far. That one's been done. That one's been done. Those are the opposite sides. That one's been done. That one needs doing. Right. So let's delete that one. Is that the same as that one? Yeah. Yeah, they're darker, aren't they? So they're the dark ones done. Right, let's get back out so we know what I'm doing. So I've done the dark side on the right hand side. Swoops. The only thing but I get lost with how many I've done. So I've done that one on this vehicle, this DMSB. Done that one in the opposite. I've done there. It's just that last one there I've not done. Is that right? It's the, yeah. Right, so those need doing. That one, those need doing. That one there. Right, layers. I've lost track on what I'm doing now. Have I done a... Yeah, no. That, yeah, so I've not done the opposite side, have I? Have I done an opposite side? What did I do on the DMSMA? Yes, I have done an opposite side. You can mirror, but then obviously it will turn the letters round. See, there's different shape, look. So I need to sort out that side, don't I? And then copy them over. Okay, so that's something I'll do another time. So I'm saving it now, progressing that I've done. I don't want to overcomplicate things. So that's what I've done with that. So I'm going to exit that. Now the other thing I've noticed as well, I'll go back and do some more tomorrow. One thing I've noticed is if you change if you've got a scenario set up like I have with the liveries in, one thing I've noticed is if you then try and load that scenario, it crashes. So what you have to do, or what I've been doing, is I've been going back into the timetable, saving my new train and reskin, and then restarting the game, because I've noticed if I do that, it's done, and that seems to work every time. So that was basically it. I just thought I'd give you a quick show of that. Been able to have a good mess around with that. So I'm going to finish off doing those. So basically all I've got to do now, all I want to do now is finish off the colours on the other sides parallelograms, the opposite slants, and also find vehicle numbers, and I'll put a vehicle number on each vehicle, and once I've done all that, I'll come back and highlight it again. Thanks for watching.